I just bought the $3,500 Apple Vision Pro, and in this video, we're durability testing it. It's a heavy product made out of premium materials like metal and glass. So how do they hold up if you bump into something or even drop it? Well, in this video, we're about to find out, and the results at the end blew me away. So let's jump in. Okay, first thing I noticed durability-wise with this is that the light seal is not very strong. So this is a magnetic thing that basically makes sure no light obscures your vision so that you actually feel fully immersed. But I've noticed if you grab it, it just kind of falls off. And for something that is this top heavy, I have already made the mistake, like off camera, being like, oh yeah, the new Vision Pro. And you really gotta grab it by the band. So the first thing to know is don't grab it by the light seal. Okay, so let's actually put this on and start walking around. With the headset on for about the next 40 minutes, I started walking around my house and running into different objects, whether it was doors or walls. There's sort of a supercut you're seeing of everything that I ran into while wearing the headset. And I learned a couple of interesting things. First of all, when you're in the full camera pass-through mode, you will not get a notification if you are too close to something. Apple has straight up limited these notifications system-wide to being in the immersive mode where you're in a virtual environment, and in that case you get the notifications, but I found them to happen pretty late. But even after colliding with a number of different objects in my house numerous times, I was actually super impressed at how this thing held up. I probably hit the wall at least 20 times while actually wearing the headset, and there were only a couple of minor scuffs, which is expected for any piece of glass, so I knew we had to step it up a bit. Okay, I don't actually want to give myself a concussion, but I do want to test how hard you can go against the wall. So if you're wearing this on your head, right? That's probably the hardest hit we've done today. Not even really a mark. I mean, you're starting to see general scuffing and scratching of the glass. Really not bad. I mean, I would expect much worse, to the point where I really don't think you guys have to worry about this glass actually breaking or even cracking. It's all just scratches, which I was not expecting going into this. I thought this was gonna be way more fragile than it actually is. So you might not be okay from the damage, but I think your Vision Pro is gonna hold up surprisingly well. However, I'm still incredibly worried about the light seal, especially like, what if this falls off your face when you're at about this height? For reference, I'm about 6 feet. You drop your Vision Pro. Let's see what happened on the first drop. I am super impressed that this is not cracked, right? It looks so fragile, and yes, it's gonna get scuffs, it's gonna get fingerprinted, but as far as usability goes, like, let me just throw it on. It turns on like normal. I am noticing it sounds like it's only my left speaker. Dude, the right speaker's broke.
And I'm here to tell you about AppleTrack.
Oof. I mean, we have banged it into some walls, but the speaker only broke after that drop. Maybe you're a little bit shorter than me, and it falls. But man, the glass is just perfect. This is remarkable. This is a curved piece of glass that does not have a single crack in it. And, oh, whoa, that's crazy. That is not supposed to be that way. And it looks like there's actually a hinge inside that is super delicate. I was not expecting that to be the part of Vision Pro that goes first. That's impressive and almost bad at the same time. Because if you're looking at the actual like outside of the hardware, the aluminum and even the downward facing cameras, that is all perfect, like miraculously in good condition for everything we've put this through. Let's do another test from higher but on carpet. I really don't think the glass is gonna crack. Nah. Glass is absolutely fine. The other speaker side's fine, although I'm seeing a slight, yeah, right there, you can see. There's a little part that wants to pop out. It seems really fragile, actually. I wanna go even higher. This is completely unrealistic, but I'm super impressed with the glass. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, that didn't sound great, but the glass is fine. So you don't have to worry about the glass. Oh no! The speaker on the other side also broke now. That seems to be the weak point, is the speaker sides, which is so weird. When the band is hitting the ground, it's causing a ton of inflection right there. It still turns on. I mean, the screens inside, absolutely perfect. And this speaker's still working even though it's broken, but the right one is totally fried. I'm so impressed with this glass on the headset though, still holding up. I wanna go even crazier. In 3, 2, 1. That sounded like a crack. I think I heard it. Let's see if this is the Fade of Vision Pro. And no, it's fine. The screen's on the inside. This is unreal. This is actually stupidly durable. I've never seen a curved piece of glass that holds up this well. They thought through this. That's really impressive. And just to be sure, I want to check the inside. Cameras immediately come on. Scanning my iris. I'm back on my apps. Wow. Okay, don't worry about the screens or the most expensive parts of this breaking. We're now going where no Vision Pro has gone before or ever been or should ever be. We're dropping this in 3, 2, 1. And that is gonna be terminal velocity.
Have you seen
Apple's,
it yet?
No.
Dude, look at it.
Vision Pro. And that is a front crack like I've never seen before on a piece of glass. Wait, the glass is coming off. So if you look on the inside, can you see that? Whoa. So that's what the screen looks like. There's a whole other piece of glass. No wonder this is so heavy. But that glass is fine. And the sensors, the cameras are completely fine. Every other part of this, except for this, which is insane to be clear. It should break at that height. But the fact that you have to take it up to the ceiling, what, 10 to 12 feet for a crack to happen is actually remarkable. Let me peel this back and you can get a close-up of some of the cameras and sensors. By the way, the piece under here, which feels like maybe plastic instead of glass, that is still intact. I mean, that's not shattered at all. And part of this is still like attached on the other side. I feel like now we need to remove all of it, which don't try this at home. I should be using gloves, guys. But it did not actually shatter into a bunch of pieces. And as you can see, the actual hardware, oh, there's no way this works, right? Does Apple Vision Pro with no front glass work? If you shatter yours, you can peel it off. Wait, the inside's 100% perfect. Let me see what you look like. Dude, it looks the same. Everything's working. Let me start a screen recording and show you. Dude, it works.
Yeah, and the screen works fine. It might even look a little bit better.
You can use your Vision Pro without the front. This is completely fine. You don't actually need the front. So what? I mean, honestly, if you break it, I don't think you really need to fix it. I actually want to look at this front glass. So the good news is that if you do this, it doesn't actually like shatter everywhere. I mean, they've got it so that if you do hurt yourself with this, it's not as if it's going to cut you. I have no marks on my face or anything. It's actually the sort of like interior. I'm not cutting my hand at all. I mean, I gotta give Apple props. Like if it's gonna shatter, this is what you wanna see. I just can't believe that the actual headset is completely functional. In fact, if I get rid of that little pieces of glass and I just use my microfiber here, that Vision Pro is fully functional. But that seal, please be careful with your seal. It's gotten looser already, and I've only taken it off a couple of times. Okay, so for me, a couple takeaways. Number one, light seal should be a little bit stronger. It is gonna pop off really easily. It popped off in literally every drop, and if you ever pick it up, like the Vision Pro, it's falling. Second, if you bump into stuff, I think your head is gonna hurt more than the glass. I do not see a realistic scenario unless you're on a super blunt point where running into an object with this would cause it to shatter. And even if it does, you're not gonna cut yourself. I am most shocked by the fact that the speaker grills and one of the speakers fried before any other part, meaning a couple things. One, that it's built very well overall, and two, that the front giant piece of glass isn't the weakest point. It's not actually what you would think it would be. And I'm shocked in general just how strong this was. The fact that I had to take it up to 10 to 12 feet before we got here is amazing. Yeah, I'm still blown away that not only is everything else under this completely fine, that it took that much height to break the Vision Pro. It looks fragile, but guys, I think for $3,500, the build quality on this is actually really good. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Way more Vision Pro content coming, so subscribe for that. I've been Sam. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.